A handover ceremony at Baghdad airport in December 2011 marked what many Americans hoped was the end of a difficult chapter. An 8-year involvement in Iraq and the ongoing deployment in Afghanistan have left many Americans with no appetite for new involvement in overseas conflicts. That is what has guided President Obama's policy, even as he announced hundreds of U.S. troops are returning to Iraq as advisors.
American forces will not be returning to combat in Iraq, but we will help Iraqis as they take the fight to terrorists who threaten the Iraqi people, the region, and American interests as well.
Up to 275 troops to safeguard the U.S. Embassy and American interests, plus up to 300 Special Forces operators to advise the Iraqis, are heading into the country. It is a modest commitment, one that analyst Daphne Rand, formerly with the President's National Security Council, says is in keeping with public sentiments in favor of non-intervention.
If you look at the public opinion polls all across the American public, there's a real war weariness. The polls again and again show that the American public is very reticent to send U.S. men and women, our armed forces, into these domestic conflicts that are occurring, whether it's Iraq or Syria. So I think overall, you can't. These statistics speak a truth about the American public right now.
But critics say the recent advances by Iraq's Sunni militants are evidence that the absence of U.S. intervention has left extremists room to rise and threaten Iraq's stability as well as U.S. interests. Republican Senator John McCain.
There are no good options right now, but the worst option is to do nothing.
Recent events in Iraq, the deployment of as many as 575 troops, and the possibility of future airstrikes show the U.S. administration may have no choice but to get involved again, while at the same time trying to avoid slipping into another open-ended conflict. Luis Ramirez, VOA News, at the White House.